Morning guys, welcome back to another video, man. Today we got back biceps, Woo! Yesterday I just ended up taking the rest day because I did a heavy chest and my freaking triceps were like burning, I did really good on the chest day, but today we got back in biceps. We're also gonna train forearms, we started training forearms. I started doing a lot of different stuff for my forearms, finger work, bottom forearms and my upper forearms. I started really training them. Today on my pull-ups, I think I have weighted chin-ups. I'm gonna check my program, what I have for myself. Recently on my pull-ups, I haven't been focusing on like singles, doubles, and triples, just like how I used to, I used to do them a lot a while ago, but I just got, man, I'm sleepy. I'm sleepy, but yeah, I just stopped, now I just focus on, when I'm training back and I'm doing weighted pull-ups and weighted chin-ups, I just focus on rep work. Don't get me wrong, even though I am focusing on rep work, I'm still beating my rep PRs, let it be if I'm doing 10 reps or 5 or 6 or, I'm still trading so that I can beat my rep PRs, but I'm not doing any more like singles, doubles, and triples how I used to. My goal in terms of like weighted pull-ups or chin-ups isn't to pull like a massive plate, like 4 or 5 plates. My goal is to just have a really decent aesthetic big back, that's my goal. But at the same time, that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna train my back as hard, because a lot of times, even though you want to maintain a muscle and grow it or whatever, we tend to like just go into maintenance mode. I don't want to do that. I don't think I'll ever do that, Like just maintenance mode to me means like just not improving that muscle group, For me, I don't want to do that. It's just, it doesn't make sense actually. Like, why do that? Why maintain it and stay at that same level? My mindset has always been to grow, even if I'm old, 30 years from now when I'm older, I'll still train. Maybe I won't be as strong as I am right now or later, but I'll still train to like look good, Woo! Oh my god, I'm so sleepy. I am so sleepy, but yeah, today we got some cold water. No tea, no pre-workout. You guys already know. I don't take any of that. I don't even nothing. Just cold water, some music, and just gonna do my best right now. Yeah, so that's the plan for today. In terms of rowing movements, I'm gonna pick some type of row, which is gonna allow me to do something for like a higher rep range. Oh, I'm so sleepy. But yeah, speaking of sleep, have you guys ever worked out when you're kind of sleepy and exhausted? A lot of people will say, take a rest day, do this, do that, 9 times out of 10, whenever I went to train, especially at nights, when I have work early in the morning and I gotta do a lot of stuff, and I gotta go train at nights, I end up doing so freaking good. If I had like, oh my god, I'm sorry guys, if I had like 3 or 4 hours of sleep and then I went to train the next day, I end up doing really good. I end up doing really freaking good. I noticed that about my body. My body is so weird. When I get full rest, I do good, but when I get very little to no rest, I also still end up doing really good. It's kind of weird. But yeah, man, let's play some music. Let's go to the gym. It's going to be a good back and biceps day. Just trying to focus right now, Just trying to focus and get in the zone. So yeah, let's go to the gym. So today's back day. I start off with weighted chin-ups. Man, the weighted chin-ups, I was just so exhausted, bro. Like, I was really exhausted, guys. I somehow just went through it, I ended up doing a 4x4 with 45 kgs on the weighted chin-ups. It was like a little bit wider than a mid-grip, or I wouldn't even say shoulder width apart. It's just a little wider than my shoulders. But that's what I ended up doing, 45 kgs, 4 sets of 4 reps on the weighted chin-ups. I was struggling, man. I officially had 5 reps, but it wasn't happening. It was not gonna happen. I tend to switch things up on my weighted pull days. I started doing a lot more chin-ups because I noticed I've been doing so much neutral grips, wide, close, and wide, competition grip, but I haven't trained enough of my chin-ups over the past years. I haven't given chin-ups a chance. So I told myself I am going to train my chin-ups and I'm going to see how strong I can get. But at the same time, guys, I am bulking. So when you're bulking, your weighted calisthenic strength might go down. In terms of my pulling strength, it kind of got up. You know, I'm not going to lie, my pulling strength got up. I still trained my reps. So my pulling strength got up. My pushing strength in terms of my weighted dips, that got up as well. To this session, just entirely, I was just drained. I was so drained, guys. I was dreading. I was just dragging myself. But sometimes you're gonna have days like that, man. You're gonna have days like that. Everybody knows. You guys are all listening to this. You guys are gonna have days like that. But don't forget, man. Don't just half-ass your workout. You know, try to put in as much effort as you can. There were moments, there were full-on moments in today's session where I was just battling myself. I wanted to go home. I didn't want to be there. My body, I just couldn't push the reps. I just could not. But I told myself I somehow have to push it. You know, I somehow have to go through it because I want to get jacked, man. And I want to be strong. I gotta do it for myself. No one's gonna come give it to me, you know. Another guy at the gym, he saw me and he was asking me, "Hey, what cycle are you on, bro?" You know, that I just took that as a compliment. Just imagine if I was on a cycle. I would get freaking so strong. If I was on a cycle, I would be so freaking strong. But what's the point, right? It's not sustainable. You cannot maintain it. You can't maintain it. If you're on a cycle, you just can't maintain it. It's not gonna happen. So yeah, after the chin-ups, this is a different row that I started doing. This row machine, by the way, in my gym, it's tough. It is so tough. You know, I used straps because I didn't want my biceps to take over, and also my forearms. I didn't want my grip to be the limiting factor. You know, when you're doing any type of row, if you feel like your grip might be the limiting factor, just use straps. You know, just use straps. Like, drop the ego, let's use straps. Because when you're really trying to attack the muscle, especially from a bodybuilding point of view, you have to know how to use that muscle that you're trying to attack. You know, because you don't want other muscles to take over. Like a lot of people, when they do rows, you notice their biceps take over. You know, they're not able to lead with their elbows and pull and really use their back muscles. I had to learn that too over the years, but it's something that we learn through trial and error. And when you really see a certain muscle group on your body is not being developed really well, you need to start asking yourself certain questions like why, what's going on, what's happening. You know, you need to start asking those questions. That's like super important, you know. But yeah, I did this row. After that, I started doing the seal rows. I did like a slight pause on the seal rows. I haven't done seal rows for so long, so I told myself that I'm going to start doing a lot more seal rows because, let's face it, it's super strict. You can't cheat it. You're going to have to attack the muscles of the back. So yeah, I attacked my back with the seal rows really well. It felt really good. I did like a higher rep range, 10 to 12 reps. Only kept it to 2 sets on the seal rows. I'm kind of glad I started doing it because I saw it and I saw that machine in my gym and I was like, why am I not using the seal rows? Like, you know, because I'm tired of doing cheat rows. I'm tired of doing heavy dumbbell rows, single arm rows. You guys already seen, I've done so many like heavy barbell cheat rows. I've done like three plates, over 3 plates. And I was just tired of it, you know, like you reach a point where you're like, ah, man, like again, like wow, you know. I was really tired of doing cheat rows, so I have to take a break, you know. Sometimes you gotta take a break when you keep doing something for so long. You gotta take a break from certain small exercises. That doesn't mean you're gonna eliminate it. I'm gonna come back and do heavy cheat rows again. You guys are gonna see me, and this time I'm gonna be even stronger than what I was. So yeah, I started doing seal rows. It felt good. My back muscles, I was able to really focus on that pull, you know. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, I went super light on the seal rows, but it was just because I did like pause reps. It felt heavy. It felt really tough. You know, I only put 40 kgs on the added weight over there, so it's not super heavy for a lot of you guys, but I'm gonna work my way up. Let's see if I can roll 3 plates right on the seal rows for straight. It's gonna happen. So just give me some time. It's gonna happen. Right after seal rows, I also, in between sets, guys, I was doing calf raises. I just realized I didn't film it, but I was doing calf raises in between my sets because I need to do more calves, you know. Tomorrow I have shoulders. Tomorrow I'm going to do legs again, but I'm also going to hit calves. You need to hit calves. Do not skip on calves. Oh my gosh. I'm freaking yawning. I'm so tired, guys. I'm so freaking tired. It's afternoon and I'm tired already, but you know what? I'm not tired. The more you say it to yourself that you're tired, you're not feeling it, trust me, you will start moving like you're tired and you're not feeling it, you know? So let's just eliminate the negativity right now. Right after doing seal rows, went to the other room. At this point, I was fully drained. I was like scraping all the amount of energy that I had in me, you know, just trying to like go through it. Somehow just trying to go through it. I ended up doing the cable rows with 3 sets of high reps, 15 reps each. Nothing too crazy on the cable rows. I went on a closer grip, and when I was pulling it, I was really trying to focus on pulling through my elbows, you know, and keeping my chest out. And when I'm releasing the rep on my cable rows, I was really focusing on the weight pulling me and stretching me out, right? Because you definitely build a lot more muscle when you're able to stretch the muscle fully, you know, and contract it really well as well. And on top of that, if you do a slight pause, that, man, the negative motion of a rep and the slight pause of a rep, to me, I think it builds more muscle. You know, I really think it builds more muscle and more strength. So that's why I told myself I'm going to start doing more movements like that. That's why you guys are going to see me do a lot of pause reps. A lot of different exercises. You guys are going to see me doing pause reps. Right after cable rows, I did only 2 sets of lat pull downs. Yes, I did a little bit lat pull downs because I wanted to target my lats a little bit more. And when I do the lat pull downs, I definitely feel my lats. I feel my lats a lot, you know, and I try to stay as upright as I possibly can. And at this point, why not do lat pull downs? You know, lat pull downs also help build muscle and build a stronger back. It definitely gets you a wider back as well, depending on what width you're using. But since I come from a weighted calisthenic background, I'm always going to say the weighted pull-up is far superior. And let's face it, the weighted pull-ups or sit-ups, they build a far better back compared to lat pull-downs. And your back is actually going to be stronger. So by me saying this, I'm not trying to tell you that lat pull-downs don't have its place. They do have its place. If you want to train it, train it. You know, make it hard. It's still going to build muscle. I would still say to train both to maximize your back gains. So why not do weighted pull-ups and chin-ups and do some lat pull-downs on the side as well, right? So after doing lat pull-downs, I did the finger curls. I doubled up on the curling machine right here. I did high reps. My forearms are burning, man. My forearms are freaking burning. The pump was insane. The only exercise I didn't do today was biceps curls because tomorrow I have shoulders, and I already know if I train biceps today and tomorrow when I go back and my biceps is sore, I already know what's gonna happen. You know, I already know what's gonna happen. I won't be able to push heavy on my shoulder press, and man, I keep a track of everything that I do, right? If I'm training a certain muscle group and I really feel the muscle getting sore the next day when I come in most cases that's the case, right? If you're training chest properly, you might feel some type of soreness the next day. You might feel it, you know? To me, certain muscle groups, when they're really sore, you can't perform really well on certain exercises. Tomorrow, since I have heavy shoulder press, let's say I have my biceps are sore, right? Let's say my biceps are sore and I try to overhead press. It's not happening. Even when I'm trying to weighted dips and my biceps are super sore, not happening. I won't be able to push it, you know? So I have to keep these things in mind, and I have to train according to that, you know? That's why my program is really like maximized like that, in that aspect, depending on what I do. I do tend to auto-regulate my program, yeah, but the only reason I follow that is because of my work schedule and my life. I don't have a perfect everything, you know? Like, everything is not perfect. Never will be perfect, actually. I think that's the best part, the fact that it's never perfect. this was my back day for today. If you look at the rep ranges, I was not only training lower rep ranges, but I also train higher rep ranges. The only things that I train on lower rep ranges are obviously the vertical pull. In this case, it would be the pull-up. I want to develop a really nice, strong looking back. So that's why I do a combination of, you know, chin-ups, pull-ups, rows. And I'm kind of excited because now I'm adding more variations to my mix. I added the seal roll today and it felt so good. I'm super happy, man. I'm really happy. Right now, the fact that I'm out of the gym, feeling so much better, you know, because all I've been doing is just working recently a lot, research, working, editing the videos, uploading it. That's all I've been doing recently. Trying to make time for everything, my friends, my own stuff. And it's being tough, you know? It's been really tough, but I know these times are not, what's now is not forever. So I know these times are gonna pass and it's gonna pay off. I just wanna inspire you guys. You might be going through some stuff, busy life, busy this, that. Just go through it, man. Just drag yourself. That's it. Just drag yourself. Why not drag yourself? You know? The best possible way to win in life or anything that you do is really dragging yourself. Like, yeah, you don't feel it, you're feeling beat up, this and this. Just drag yourself, man. I've been doing this for so long. The moment I drag myself, I come out, I notice, I look back, and I'm like, wow, I did that, you know? You feel good, you feel good. And don't ever forget to be proud of yourself, you know? Don't ever forget. Whatever you're doing, be proud of yourself, man, you know? Anything that you want to do, just be proud of yourself and really put in some freaking effort, you know? 9 times out of 10, you won't feel like doing this and this and this, but just do it, you know? Just drag yourself, bro. And don't forget to be proud. You know, your effort really does matter. I hope this little prep talk fired up you guys, because I'm fired up. Whenever I give prep talks, I get fired up. I'm like, you know what? There's people looking at me through a camera. They're seeing how I'm going about with things. They can relate to it. I need to push myself even more right now. I need to push myself even more. When I take my shirt off, I want you guys to see what I'm building. You know? Let's see what I got. You know? Naturally, let's see what I got. With that being said, man, I will see you guys all in my next video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And watch my stuff, you know, watch my videos. It's pretty fun. Support the channel. And don't forget to train really hard. Train hard. Put in a lot of effort. You know, and be proud of yourself. You know, guys, be proud of yourself.